Welcome, welcome. Today we are going to claim your OP. First things first, you'll need to connect your wallet, and boom, you can see all the categories you hit. If you want to find out more about the airdrop process itself, the categories, or why you might have missed them, you should check out our docs. This claims process is 5 steps through which we'll learn about the Optimism governance, Optimism itself, and we'll finish up by choosing our delegate in this new and exciting governance experiment. And if it wasn't clear by now, this is not your average airdrop. Optimism isn't just a great scaling solution for Ethereum, it's playing the long game through sustainable thinking, retroactively funding public goods in the pursuit of balancing positive impact with profits gained. There's already been a round of retroactive public goods, or retro PGF as we like to call it. You can check that out in our docs. The Optimism Collective is a massive experiment in governance and is designed to be iterative and evolve over time. To make sure the system is well run and incentives are aligned for voters, there are 2 governance houses: the Token House, which you as a token holder will be able to participate in, and the Citizens House, which will allocate funding for public goods. There's a ton more we could talk about with the Token House, and if you want to get more into it, you should really check out the info we've posted in Mirror and in our docs. Finally, this whole process is a grand experiment. We'll be iterating over time, constantly striving to create a better system. You can help in this process by getting involved. I'm not going to go over the questions here. Cheating is not very optimistic, but you should definitely read through this stuff before you try. Now we get into the Constitution, and I know that was a lot, but I'll say it again. This isn't your ordinary airdrop. It's the launch of a whole new governance system. The Constitution is a working constitution, which really means it is a living document that will update and evolve along with the needs of the Optimism governance. Just like the governance mechanisms itself, it's experimental. Token holders and citizens balance and check each other to ensure that decisions being made are in line with the optimistic vision. The Optimism Foundation will ensure the integrity of the governance while slowly decentralizing its power to the governance. As a token holder, you have rights, so do citizens. You should really read further to check it out. Finally, there was a massive amount of research and thought that went into designing this system. Governance minimization prevents bureaucracy from sneaking in. Optimism is pro-fork all the way down. We used anti-plurocracy in all of our designs, which is a fancy way of saying anti-whale governance. And finally, impact equals profit is a core driver of all the design principles and decisions made in the Optimism governance. If you're serious about getting involved in Optimism governance, you should really take the time to familiarize yourself with these principles and the docs. Now we get to the fun part, which is choosing your delegate. Participating in governance is a massive time commitment. You should think long and hard about who your delegate should be. You want to pick someone who will be active, who you think will make good decisions, and most importantly, you think is values aligned. There are plenty of filters you can use to select delegates from your interests. And these delegates have committed to spending the time in governance to represent you. Remember that delegating to someone does not send you their tokens or your tokens, it just lends them your voting power. You can read more about the delegate you are selecting in the linked form post. Once you are sure about your delegate, you can continue. Now you can claim your OP and delegate your vote. And that's it. You've claimed your token and participated in governance. Stay optimistic and see you around.